Hey everyone, this is Sarah's Night, and finally, first LP I've done in a long while. We are going to be doing Resident Evil 8, also known as Resident Evil Village today. I figured it's actually been a long enough time between this playthrough and the last for me to give this another go and actually do an LP on it. In fact, I think offhand, not counting 6, which I struggle to get through currently. The last Resident Evil game I LP'd was probably Resident Evil 7, like 5 or 6 years ago with Lantis, and we are actually going to be trying hardcore mode. I think I did do that once already back when at the beginning of the year when I finally got better Windows OS in order to actually be able to play this game, period, even though it's older than that. And I've probably played like 5 times in a row, just kind of one after the other, and I'm pretty sure I did like a hardcore run, but that was on a New Game Plus type deal. So I definitely had the advantage in weapons and everything, so we are going to do this legit this time. And I think it's been several enough months that I probably won't remember everything right off the bat. This should still be quite a challenge.
So she drank the thick, dark blood and smiled with joy.
And I'm definitely not going to know the best strategy for every single boss fight. There's probably several monster encounters I won't even remember. That will take me by a bit of surprise, but that's part of the fun.
Then a dark weaver appeared.
I did really like how this game started. This definitely seemed unfamiliar as far as a Resident Evil game goes. I mean, this, childish book illustration type thing.
Across waters deep and ominous she went, hoping a boat she found would carry her home. But hunger's grip tightened and her heart grew heavy. Then the Fish King appeared and offered one of his many.
And what I like is that also took me a minute to figure it out, but what's going on in these illustrations as Mia Winters is reading the book aloud to her child Rose. This actually represents, all these illustrations represent what's going to be happening to Ethan in the game. We are going to be going off to an evil fairy tale land of sorts, and the people who run the place have a special interest in Rose.
Terror filled the girl's heart as the wild wind rose around the beast. Suddenly, a witch appeared, dark yet regal.
While I don't think I liked this game overall as much as 7, I mean, it was still really good. I'd say at worst I give this a 7 out of 10. A few too many just nonsensical things in the storyline happened. Otherwise, I might have liked it just as much as 7, which I give like an 8 out of 10.
The creepy story. She's only 6 months old.
But a lot of the characters that Ethan is going to come across were interesting.
Besides, Rose doesn't seem to.
Mia definitely looks more than just a few years older. This is only taking place like 3 years later, I think.
There's nothing wrong with my memory.
And as you can see, she's started looking a lot older than she really is, which I think at this point should be early 30s at best. She's also a lot moodier. Snapping at Ethan and everything is like, hey, do you think you should be reading like really dark Grimm's fairy tales to our newborn daughter here? Virtually newborn, I mean, she's less than a year old, I think.
Okay, Rose. Your mother doesn't want to remember it. I can't blame her.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'll put her down.
Okay, I might have to adjust the volume. I think the game volume is coming in on my own computer a lot lower than it normally does, which of course if it's coming in at normal, that means I really have to turn it way down on the recording software, or else it's going to drown out my voice as far as y'all can hear it. But so if you didn't hear that, I will look over this first segment and adjust accordingly. for the rest of the playthrough. But yeah, that was Mia shouting from the kitchen. Did you say something? Because Ethan was kind of muttering to himself. Well, I don't see much of a need to go exploring the house. Um, I think there's at least one spot that gives you a hint as to how to play through a segment later on. It was this old, yeah, here it is right here. This old music box.
Your mama and I love this song so much.
That apparently was a gift from Mia's father, maybe, during during Mia's and Ethan's wedding. And I think the pattern, because it's so old, it's got all these scratches on it. I think the pattern is the same as what should be, as how the puzzle should be solved. But even if you completely skipped over this, I remember, you can do it easily enough by trial and error, so it's no big deal if you skipped over this. I gotta say, maybe either Ethan gets paid well enough training under the BSAA. I think that's what's happening. That's why he's, kind of, not just his experiences from Resident Evil 7, but he's actually been trained to fight under Chris Redfield or something.
Don't you worry.
And so that's why he has the abilities to survive that he does, because they're just ramping up the opposition in this game as opposed to 7, in my opinion. We deal with werewolves now, not mold creatures. But apparently that really pays well, or their BSAA is taking care of Ethan and Mia personally to have this big a house. This is a nice place. Oh, actually, I don't think I've noticed this at all before. Either that or it was just on my very first playthrough ever when I did this like a year and a half ago. Atlantis' place, I might have noticed this then because I wanted to explore the house. But yeah, baby pictures. After that, though, I don't think I really explored this segment, so I really don't remember anything. She weighed 15 pounds coming out. Whoa. Oh, well. That's, it's actually kind of smart. That's a smart move as far, on the protagonist's part, making sure that there's nothing wrong with her because, well, she came from me and Ethan, who were both infected by the mold. And just, I was thinking about saying something stupid like, but it really wouldn't have been funny. Because I was thinking of
Oh, hands off, mister.
The Game Grumps, like a long time ago. There's this video where they
You've gone full native, haven't you?
where Dan was playing through Mickey Mouse Capades, if y'all remember that for the NES. I remember renting that once or twice as a small child. But like Ego Raptor was making fun of wannabe edgelord YouTubers who copy after AVGN and all the original greats like him, and just desperately making stupid jokes all the time. So, and one of them was like Ego Raptor observed that since Minnie's following along with Mickey during the gameplay, he's like, "This is your girlfriend Minnie, but honestly, she should be too busy in the kitchen," because just by virtue of being a woman, that's what I was thinking of when I saw Mia cooking for us. And it's so obvious. Like, I did not fall for this for a second, and trust me, I miss a lot of things in games and get duped easily on plot twists, and I did not believe for a second that Mia was really dead. That somehow
Oh,
either she
God.
survived this or that was not Mia, or just whatever happened, Mia didn't really die here.
Chris? What the hell? Sorry.
And this is one thing I got to say against the plot. I mean, seriously, Chris couldn't take a moment, like literally 3 seconds, just to assure Ethan this isn't what you think. I mean, he doesn't have to go into detail, even if he's in such a big hurry with the BSAA's next mission here. But he could have just said, no, Ethan, that's not Mia. Because, I mean, he knew. So...
All clear. Rose? What the hell you doing with my dog?
And I'm willing to believe that after calming down, Ethan would have believed him. But now he...
Ethan, no.
It's like, did anybody believe that during the trailers, you know, before the game came out, that Chris had really turned into this villain that would shoot an innocent woman like Mia and kidnap the baby?
Hey, Doc.
Hello, Mr. Winters. I've got your daughter's results back, and I'd like you to come in to talk about them. How about next Thursday, 4 o'clock?
No problem. We'll be there. That was the doc. She'll see us next week. Hey, now. Think positively, all right? We talked about this.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else. I keep telling you, it's not Rose that I'm worried about.
Well, then what are you worried about? Look, she's gonna be fine. I just know it. What else matters?
We matter, Ethan! You matter! You just
Mia, what are you talking about? Is there something you're not telling me? Come on, talk to me. Damn it. I have to take this.
Trouble in paradise there, Ethan? Yeah, so naturally, the nameless BSAA soldiers that took Ethan along for the ride are dead.
About damn time. What's your status? Is the package safe?
What are you talking about? Where's Chris Redfield? And Rose?
Who is this? This is a secure channel. You are not on our
Fuck.
And so now Ethan is stranded
What the
in
hell
a
happened?
remote, snowy village that actually holds a lot of scares for us. I'm going to say right away, and I think I've mentioned this before in just other LPs, soon after I played through RE8 for the first time at Lance's house, because I wasn't able to do it at my own place with my own computer build at the time just yet. But, like, the two most terrifying moments in the entire series actually happened in this game alone, so that's a big plus for it. And so we just follow this snowy path in the dark uphill here for a while. I mean, this is the kind of thing where after you do it once, you really just want to, I don't know, this part becomes a slog on subsequent playthroughs. But whatever. Okay, dude, that's your bad. I also like how you hear, probably was the first enemy in the game you actually fight too, one of the werewolves. that haunt this village were kind of scrabbling about in the dark, a distance away from me. And wow, yeah, crow on a noose, sure. Not quite as epic as the what was that in yeah, crow's going nuts in front of me. What was the thing in RE7 as Ethan was trudging through the woods towards the Baker residence at the beginning of the game, and there was something like just a wheel-like apparatus made entirely of the hind legs of deer or something. That was crazy. And they were like 8 of them were glued together in some way to form like this pinwheel looking. It was very macabre. Actually, I think we have a map, right? Yeah, cool. We actually never come back to this point. Obviously, this is where we crashed. But yeah, we go up a little further, and then like the entire village is up here in this unfilled in area, but I don't think we're able to come back here for anything at any point during the game. But there is a lot of backtracking and kind of exploring the village. Going back to the same area multiple times to get new items or find new enemies or something like that. Optional enemies to fight. Is there even running water in this place? Nope. Yeah, let's open this and see what's inside. And nothing, so we just go back the way we came. That's what kind of sets this off. Just hearing a bunch of noises in the dark, just knowing that somebody's nearby and you're not even positive on whether they're hostile to you or not. Or maybe just toying with you. I mean, that's pretty good for setting a creepy tone as far as I'm concerned. Reminds me a lot of, man, it's kind of the thing they do in found footage movies, which, they're, you know, as a genre, is notoriously low quality. There's very few that anybody would say are genuinely good movies, but for some reason, every now and then I have a fascination with checking out a lot of them just to see if it's almost like this weird quest to actually be scared. But a lot of times I do at least kind of get creeped out, so, I mean, to me, they're not as bad as most people say they are. But they definitely can get annoying on the part of the characters. Just offhand, one I do recommend that I've seen a few times over the years, probably the first time I ever saw it was, I don't know, 2015, but it might be like a 2010 movie, not sure. But it was called like a Haunted Grove or something Grove. Naturally, it was the old tire plot of a group of alleged ghost hunters checking out like a haunted abandoned asylum, and then of course, you know, things happen, they get trapped in there and all that. But I actually thought a lot of the effects were good. Most of the characters are likable, at least as far as found footage goes, and
Where the hell am I?
there was a good creep factor there. And the dialogue wasn't just atrocious, like, you know, just repeated, like, swearing and screaming the whole entire time, which tends to get on my nerves personally. This is really great scenery right here. I've always taken the time to check this out a little bit before I hop down this cliff and enter the village proper. But yeah, this is a great direction, especially in terms of location, to take the Resident Evil series, and I'm glad they did. I'm curious to see where Resident Evil 9 takes this, because obviously it's going to continue on with the Winters family in one way or another, at least as far as I know. And I don't know. I don't think any legacy characters like Chris or Jill or Leon or Claire are set to return, but it would be kind of nice to see that, especially with Jill. I have no idea what's been going on with her chronologically since Resident Evil 5. I know Resident Evil Revelations came out after that, but I think chronologically it takes place before 5, so I thought she was definitely a fan favorite, so I'm surprised I've not seen her in any RE game since. That up ahead, though, that giant castle, I do believe that is our first major dungeon in the game. Basically, there's 4, because I'm going to be going up against the 4 quote-unquote lords of this village. Now this, yeah, we kind of stepped it up a bit, which more closely matches the gruesome ornamentation that Ethan comes across on his way to the Baker residence in the previous game, but severed goats' heads just hanging out on ropes here. I don't know if that's... I didn't notice the others. Are they all still dripping too, like this one? Ugh. But yeah, starting out on new game, so I'm going to be weapon-wise, health-wise, starting from the ground up. This is definitely going to be a good challenge, I think, and I look forward to it. But I like to think doable without failing too often, to where this LP gets littered with just a bunch of segments of fail that that I'm going to have to either edit out or force you to slog through in order to move on with the story as you watch. Yeah, I realize if I've been doing any work at all on my channel recently, it's just been Let's Reads rather than Let's Plays. So for those that weren't so interested in Let's Reads, I mean, this is for you, especially you, Blind Man. Thanks for always keeping up with my channel. And as for those who seem to be fans of my Let's Reads in particular, I'm sorry, I forget your name, but she kind of gave me the impression of being a mother, and this was kind of from her childhood. I'm sorry, I totally forget your name, but she commented on pretty much all of my Let's Reads videos, especially of the Let's Reads of the Ramona Quimby books. I know this probably wouldn't be your thing so much, and also to Multifabs, who I also refer to as my fellow Lady Knight, because I know her from I've known her from another community for years, who has recently added a YouTube channel of her own, and has been a faithful follower of all of my Let's Reads ever since I started with the Benicula books like 6-7 years ago. I guess Multifabs and the other lady, this probably wouldn't be your thing, but I do appreciate them as well. Just wanted to give a shout out to you. And of course that guy died instantly. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Nobody in this village survives except Ethan.
Dead body? Wait,
it would have been nice. It would have been nice to see just, I don't know, 1 or 2, nameless random characters who can't really fight just escape on escape the situation, or the location where where all the danger is taking place in a Resident Evil game. It would be nice to see just one or two of the
Jesus Christ.
one or two minor characters escape just on pure luck alone. I figure that had to happen sometime. But no, later on, a little bit later on, there's actually like a place of gathering for. There's our first opponent, and we're gonna start with the constant hand abuse early with poor Ethan.
What the fuck was that?
Actually, I don't remember. Do I even have a? Don't I have a gun starting out? Okay, yeah. While I was rambling on, I didn't even notice him take the gun. Oh, I have infinite bullets on somehow. I need to turn that option off, because I would like to do this legit. Ooh, that's bad. I'm getting owned here already. Okay, well, here we go.
What the hell?
In fact, I would have been done for without the infinite bullets on. So I need to end this segment soon so I can correct that off screen before starting the next. Oh yeah, as I was saying, yeah, there's a segment a little bit later on here. Oh, that wasn't a first aid, that was a chem fluid, so I need to find something to mix that with. Which is conveniently right here. Where's our crafting screen again? Yeah, there we are. But there's a section just a little bit later here where you see a lot of survivors, just, ordinary townsfolk are holed up against the werewolves, and as soon as I meet them, there's like 10 of them, they all die. I was like, really? We couldn't just, I mean, first of all, why couldn't I just, enter, chat with them, and leave without incident? And it could be assumed that they just, stayed safely holed up while I take care of things on the outside. But even if their safe house needed to be attacked right then and there, why did every last one of them have to die? I mean, surely somebody would, again, just escape on by chance. I don't exactly expect, everybody to be as badass as Ethan is, knowing how to fight and everything, and or even be armed, but yeah. Okay, so we need to find something to jimmy open that lock with. I think it was back inside the house, actually. Also, I meant to say, you notice how quickly it got light outside? I mean, it's probably only like 6 in the morning right now, but there it was complete and total darkness. When I was inside that first house where I guess the werewolf was that I just now fought was kind of toying with me, just making a bunch of noise, thrashing around where I couldn't see him, but not attacking. I was maybe downstairs for like 2 minutes, not in real time, but I guess probably from Ethan's point of view at most, and suddenly it went from complete darkness to being this light outside. A minor thing, but I couldn't get over that. So we actually have a minor horde fight here, starting out pretty early in the game for something like that, in my opinion. But then again, RE4 did it. Hi.
Surrounded. Damn it.
Oh, how'd you get here? I thought every place was boarded up. And we at least had to wait for them to... Oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna make it. Okay, we have a herb. Do we have chem fluid again? Yes.
Is it over?
Well, that's nice. I only had to kill one. I actually do not... Oh, that's the...
Survivors?
Yeah, that's the safe house we're going to be going to pretty soon. They're calling for any survivors still out in the open to... Okay, I don't want to set anybody off yet. So let's see if we can... Oh, well, I just came through that door, duh. Yeah, I found this next part always a little bit overly difficult for this early in the game. Luckily, you just have to hold out a little bit. I don't even think you really have to kill enemies, because they really gang up on you, and for some reason, something catches the attention of the big guy who kind of leads the pack against you, and they all run off. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of quickly run over to this treasure box and grab what's inside, and then run in here, because that's... Yeah, I think we hear in a minute that somebody kind of gives the call to battle here. Or not, I was wrong. I guess as long as I don't attack. Nope, there they go.
Damn it. Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna need it. It's the least I will need, actually. Actually, it's nice getting the shotgun this early, though. What I like is that if we get hit right here, I can shoot the flower when somebody tries to sneak through and blind them for a bit. I actually don't know what triggers the end of this fight. Maybe if I just run on ahead and try to hold out. Because like I said, I don't think you have to kill enemies.
There's no end to them.
Oh, think somebody's coming in. Or if I just have to run to a certain spot on ahead. I really should not have tried to get shots in. I should have just defended. Ooh, that one hurts. I'm dead. That tends to happen when somebody buries a hatchet in you and leaves it there.
Is it over?
Well, actually, I might be in some trouble. I think the checkpoint happened before I grabbed an herb that was probably off of the downed enemy. So that doesn't even give me health for this next part. Uh-oh. Luckily, there's one right there.
Damn it.
Oh, let's definitely not forget that. Oh, thought I guarded that one in time. You know, I am terrible at shooting straight with this gun.
There's no end.
Yeah, Ethan was saying there was no end to them in his death state. Okay.
Is it?
I'm going to simply hope that nobody really comes in through the basement behind me while I try just taking care of those at the door. This time with this barricade in the way, I'm sure I can shoot through it.
Okay. Damn it.
What's nice is that you can actually pick up the money that they drop through the door. And I don't know why, but I really like the type of currency in this game. I mean, there's really should make a difference, but the fact that it's called lei, I don't know.
There's no end to them.
I'll go ahead and let myself have the infinite money cheat for this little introductory part, which really is pretty hard. Did I say infinite money earlier? I meant infinite ammo if I did. And then I'll get serious afterwards. After the part with going to the safe house where one of the leaders of the village just called out for survivors over the radio, if you heard that back there. Actually, I might just be giving myself free money here, since I'm shooting these guys through the door with infinite ammo, but it did make the big guy appear, so maybe I am supposed to down so many enemies beforehand. I hear him! And just in case he's coming up behind me, I think I'll drop out and try to get to the part where I know he appears. It's somewhere out here. Okay, out of my way. Oh, he's coming. Wait, did he just, like, kill his own guys trying to break through this barricade? Or maybe he actually can't come in. Actually, I think I have more. Yes. Well, crap. I can use this. Okay, there were... Oh yeah, okay, this is a cutscene. He actually threw me out of the house where I know this scene takes place right here. And yeah, I would definitely be dead. Even fully armed, like I am at the end of the game, and with a lot of health, there's no way Ethan would get out of this alive. Okay, so I forgot what it was that distracted him. Apparently it was a bell over there. Don't know why he couldn't take a moment to finish me off. Hey, I just noticed I was able to keep my wedding ring.
Wait, wait.
In life and in death, we give glory.
Hello? You shouldn't be out
Hello?
there. It's not safe. What the hell? Hey, can you hear me?
It's you, the child's father.
Child? Hey, wait. Do you mean Rose? Is she here?
Rose! Rose! Yes. She is in great danger. Since Mother Miranda brought her to the village, we have fallen into darkness.
What are you talking about? The monsters?
The castle bell heralds danger. They're coming!
No. Wait. Where's Rose? Who's Mother Miranda?
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again!
Rose is here?
The old lady. Yeah, I expect to receive more maddening code language from her in several scenes for the rest of the game. Is it just me or did my health automatically get restored to full after that fight? That's nice. Also, I guess we can get some free money off the crows here. Or at least one of them. Okay, I do believe there's a typewriter in a house on up here somewhere. In fact, I think this is it. Yeah, in the safe house where there's like 8 or 10 civilians gathering up there who, one of whom just called to me over the radio. That's on through that window. Alright, well. We can go ahead and call it a video here, and thanks for checking this out, guys. Please stay with me for this little adventure through the village next time.